Let's bring in the former mayor of Richmond, California, Tom Butt. Tom, thanks for being with us today. You say the folks who lead Richmond, California want the Chevron refinery gone. What would that do to your town if the refinery shut down?
Well, it would reduce our tax base by $30–40 million, something like that. That's probably the main effect. I really don't think it's going to happen, but that's been their agenda now for a couple of decades, and I don't think they have an end game. You know, if it actually happened, if Chevron actually closed up tomorrow morning and the tax income stopped, I don't think they have an end game of, you know, what they would do or where they would go from that.
Tom, doesn't that speak to the state as a whole, where, and not to pick on Gavin Newsom, but I'm going to pick on Gavin Newsom. Since he became governor, the state's oil production has fallen at least 40%. The state has lost a quarter of its refining capacity. And the state has the highest gas taxes and the highest pump prices of any state, certainly in the lower 48. So that's really what the progressives want, is it not?
Well, I think we all anticipate that the demand particularly for motor fuel, is going to continue to dwindle. You know, I have two vehicles. They're both EVs. I don't go to the gas station anymore. And California has more EVs than any state in the union. So, you know, there's a trend there. And I think that's one of the reasons that people are not missing these refinery closures that much, because demand's dropping. But we all know that there's still a tremendous demand there, particularly for non-motor fuels like jet fuel and that kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So I think the governor and other people are, you know, they're playing kind of a tricky game. You know, they need to keep enough production going to meet the demands for motor fuels, for lubricants, for aircraft fuels, jet fuels, that kind of thing. On the other hand, you know, I think they anticipate that over the long run, the refinery capacity is going to go down and the demand is going to go down.
Well, Tom, the demand might go down, but based on the gas prices we see in California, there's still a heck of a lot of people who need to put gas in their cars, and they're paying a lot of money for it. I understand you may be in favor of EVs coming to the forefront, but it sounds like you're being governed in your city by people who want to make that happen far faster than your state can handle it, or your city. I just wonder, if Chevron leaves, what are they going to do about the lost jobs? What are they going to do about the foundation of that community?
Well, I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's why they don't have an end game, because they know that it's not going to happen. But it's, you know, it's more of a political thing. The Richmond Progressive Alliance has built their entire power structure and agenda on fighting Chevron. And it's been really good for them. It's brought them a lot of publicity. It's brought them a lot of money. It's been very successful politically. I really don't think they believe that it's going to happen, although it may. You know, in the Bay Area, 2 refineries have transitioned to non-fossil based fuels. They produce fuels, including jet fuel, yep. Plant-based. A 3rd refinery has just closed.
Right.
So,
yep.
You know, it does happen. Refineries do shut down. They do change.
Tom, yep. Great to see you. Sorry.